I'll start this off by stating outright that I am not much of a reader, and originally, this was a place I planned to discuss my interest in manga and comics. However, circumstance has conspired against me as I was recently recommended this book. And so, in an effort to get some use out of having recently trudged through it, I will be presenting my thoughts on that text for my first shot at this ongoing experiment.
To them, if they're able to resist the regressive tendency to revert to more primitive modes of functioning, if they can hold on to their consciousness enough, then they might discover Jung. Then they might pick up Answer to Job and read him really attentively and realize that what's being experienced collectively on such a basis. Registering the emergence of a new God image and the possibility, as I mentioned earlier, of a genuine unification of both the individual and the world.
Personally, I prefer the source. I can jive with Jung, but I don't care for the pedantic mansplaining of Edinger. To me, he comes off as a privileged man writing texts for other privileged men. The book is mainly composed of other texts that he tries to elucidate with pretty obvious observations and connections to anyone familiar with the arts. I'm gonna just call it that for shorthand, though there is plenty of esoteric knowledge on display here, but the guy just limits himself by thinking he is in a different league and sucking up to Jung at the same time. At the point he starts utilizing his patient's dreams for his book, I knew this whole thing was fucked, and I just felt pity for his patients. There is no way he could ethically source these dreams and provide effective care. The guy is compromised and has no awareness of this. To anyone familiar with Bible studies, just skip to chapter 10 where it starts to get somewhat interesting, but then again, if you are any kind of familiar with alchemy, it's probably not gonna be as elucidating as Edinger clearly believes. I don't really know what to say. It's supposedly a 5-star book, but it really was a slog. And felt like a waste of my time. I guess I'm just not in the target audience. As I said, to start, I am not much of a reader. Even so, this book didn't bear me any new knowledge.
You're trading knowledge.
That's what I have. I've made the same offer before. Fill the crates, get the knowledge. Simple as that. It's not a trick, just a fair trade. I promise you.
It's an act of benevolence.